Hi everyone. 2 years ago, my life changed forever. My wife Kelsey and I welcomed daughter Leila into the world. Now, becoming a parent is an amazing experience. Your whole world changes overnight, and all of your priorities change immediately so fast that it makes it really difficult to process sometimes. Now, you also have to learn a tremendous amount about being a parent, like, for example, how to dress your child. This was new to me. This is an actual outfit. I thought this was a good idea. And even Lila knows that is not a good idea. So there is so much to learn and so much craziness all at once. And to add to the craziness, Kelsey and I both work from home. We're entrepreneurs, we run our own business. So Kelsey is develops courses online for yoga teachers, and I'm an author. And so I'm working from home. Kelsey's working from home. We have an infant, and we're trying to make sure that everything gets done that needs done. And life is really, really busy. And a couple weeks into this amazing experience, when the sleep deprivation really kicked in, like around the week 8, I had this thought, and it was the same thought that parents across the ages, internationally, everybody has had this thought, which is, I am ever never going to have free time ever again. Somebody said it's true. It's not exactly true, but it feels really true in that moment. And this was really disconcerting to me because one of the things that I enjoy more than anything else is learning new things, getting curious about something and diving in, and feeding around and learning through trial and error, and eventually becoming pretty good at something. And without this free time, I didn't know how I was ever going to do that ever again. And so I am a big geek. I want to keep learning things. I want to keep growing. So what I decided to do was go to the library and go to the bookstore and look at what research says about how we learn and how we learn quickly. And I read a bunch of books, I read a bunch of websites, and try to answer this question: how long does it take to acquire a new skill? You know what I found? 10,000 hours. Anybody ever hears it? It takes 10,000 hours if you want to learn something new, if you want to be good at it. It's going to take 10 hours to get there. And I read this in a book after book and website and after website. And B, my mental experience of reading all the stuff was like, no, I don't have time. I don't have 10,000 hours. I'm never going to be able to learn anything new ever again. But that's not true. So 10,000 hours are just to give a round order of magnitude. 10,000 is full-time job for 5 years. That's a long time. And we have all had experience of learning something new if I didn't anywhere close to that amount of time, right? So what's up? There is something kind funky going on here. What the research says and what we accept and have experienced, they wouldn't match up. And what I found, here's a wrinkle. The 10,000 hours rule came out of studies of expert level performance. There is a professor at Florida State University. His name is K. Andreas Erson. He is an originator of the 10,000 hours rule. And where that came from is he studied professional athletes, world-class musicians, chess grandmasters, all of these ultra competitive folks and ultra high performing fields. And he tried to figure out how long does it take to get the top of those kinds of fields. And what he found is the more deliberate practice, the more time that those individuals spend practicing the elements of whatever is it that they do. The more time you spend, the better you get. And the folks at the tippy top of their fields put in around 10,000 hours of practice. Now, we were talking about the game of telephone a little bit earlier. Here's what happened. An author by name Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book in 2000 called Outlawed: The Story of Success. And the central piece of that book was the 10,000 hours rule. Practice a lot, practice well, and you will do extremely well. You will reach the top of your field. So, the message, what Dr. Erson was actually says is, it takes 10,000 hours to get at the top of an ultra-competitive field in a very narrow subject. That's what that means. But here's what happened ever since Outliers came out. Immediately came out, research the top of the bestsellers stayed there the 3 sold months. All of a sudden, the 10,000 hours rule was everywhere. And society-wide game, the telephones started to be played. So this message, it takes 10,000 hours to reach the top of an ultra-competitive field, became, it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something, which became, it takes 10,000 hours to become good at something, which became, it takes thousands of hours to learn something. But the last statement, it takes 10,000 hours to learn something, is not true. It's not true.